In today's video, we're going to be going through the top 10 brand new best loadouts to be using in Season 5 of Warzone. But quickly before we do get into today's video, guys, if you are new around here, be sure to subscribe to the channel notifications, turn on miss any more videos on the channel. If you do enjoy it, smash thumbs up and let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Also, if you think I've missed any weapons, please do leave them in the comments and let me know the attachments that you do use and I'll go ahead and try them. But let's jump straight into it right now. Okay, guys, so throughout this video, you might see a couple of guns that are actually very similar to the Season 4 meta, and that's simply because a lot of them haven't changed. And the first gun we are taking a look at, guys, is going to be the SVA in burst mode. We all know just how good this gun is. The burst mode eliminates all the recoil on the gun. It's got a really insane TTK, really nice damage range, and is honestly just one of the best assault rifles that you can use in this game if you do want to take your opponents out quickly. If you haven't used the SVA445 already, you definitely want to try this class setup out. And for the class setup on it, guys, we are going to be taking a look at it right here. We're going for the brand new Quartermaster suppressor. This just takes off the recoil on basically any gun. So if you're using a gun that's got a lot of recoil, chuck this attachment on it and I guarantee you it takes off a lot of the recoil on the gun. The barrel is going to be the STV precision barrel right there, guys. For the ammunition type, we are going for the 5.54 high grain rounds. The magazine is going to be the 60 round mag, giving us the biggest magazine size possible. And you can probably drop 3 to 4 opponents within just one magazine on this gun. And then finally for the optic, I'm going for the Jack Glassless optic. And when it comes to the optics that I do use, guys, if you do prefer a different optic, you can go ahead and change it for whatever optic you do prefer. This isn't going to make the gun ridiculously broken or overpowered. You can change any optic out you want for whatever optic you do prefer. And of course, the next gun we're taking a look at, guys, is going to be the Superi 46. This gun is still just ridiculously broken in game. It's still got a really nice TTK, really nice mobility. And honestly, even though it did get a little bit of a nerf, it hasn't really changed the way that the gun does play out. It's still one of the best SMGs, still the meta SMG, to be totally honest. And for the class setup on that, it really has not changed for what we was using in the last season. It's going to be the ZEM 35 compensator on the muzzle. The ammunition type is going to be the 4.6mm high grain rounds. The magazine is going to be the 40 round mag, giving us the biggest magazine size possible. The optic is the NIDAR model 2023, and then finally for the stock, we're going for the Rescue 9 stock to increase the movement speed. The next class that we're taking a look at, guys, is actually going to be the Car 98K, because I know a lot of you guys still enjoy using the car, and I personally also still enjoy using the car. It's got a really nice ADS speed still, as you can see, really nice damage range, basically hit scan as well. So as long as you're aiming up for them headshots, you are going to drop your opponent with a headshot up to about 83 meters, I believe it is, on the car. Really fun gun to use. I really do enjoy using this. And the class setup is basically the same as it was before as well, guys. It's going to be the sonic suppressor on the muzzle. For the barrel, we are going for the 7.62 long barrel right there. For the optic, it's going to be the range cooler V3.4 optic, which is obviously the car sights itself. But like I said, if you guys do want to change it out for anything smaller, anything bigger, whatever it is, you can go ahead and change the optic out for whatever you do prefer. The stock, we're going for the no stock to give us that better movement speed and, of course, just improve the ADS speed massively. And then for ammunition, we are going for the 7.92 57mm high grain rounds. And this is what's going to give it that hit scan, make it good at long range, make it one-shot headshots up to 83 meters. And we are, of course, pairing that up with the no recoil striker build. This gun is just really nice. It literally has no recoil on the gun, as you can see. It's super easy to control. Like, I'm not even touching my analog stick right now, and it hardly moves. Like, the gun is so easy to use. This is really good at medium range, and it's pretty good at close range as well. The only thing I will say that at close range is, in comparison to some other SMGs that are built for really high mobility and, you know, super fast ADS speed, you might get outgunned a little bit, but other than that, this gun is just going to be absolutely insane at close range. And for the class setup on this, guys, we're going for the ZEM 35 compensator on the muzzle. The barrel is going to be the Striker Recon long barrel. For the underbarrel is going to be the Bruin heavy support, which is what's going to eliminate all the recoil on this Striker and just make it an absolute laser beam in game. For the magazine, we're going for the 60 round drum, giving us that biggest magazine size possible. Some people do go for the 48s, but I just prefer having the 60s, in all honesty. And then finally for the stock, guys, we're going for the Lockman Recon Series stock, which again is going to help control a lot of that recoil on the gun and just make this gun the absolute laser beam that it is in game. Next up is both the brand new guns, guys. We've got the STG44, and although this gun does have a little tiny bit of recoil, if you can control it, this gun is just going to absolutely eliminate your opponents. It has got an insane TTK. The damage on it is super high, and it's probably the best AR in the game right now. I'm going to be totally honest. Since the STG has come in, this is just going to dominate the AR game. It's just so good. It's so powerful, and it honestly just a pretty easy gun to use as well. And we're going to be pairing that up, guys, with the brand new Static HV that has just been added into the game as well. And the thing with this gun, although it moves a little bit, the TTK up close is absolutely insane, and the mobility is absolutely nuts as well. Like, you can strafe so fast left and right. Look at how fast my movement speed is whilst ADS. It is absolutely insane. And there are builds that you can put on this that do control the recoil better and make it a little bit easier to use. But up close, this gun is going to absolutely eliminate your opponents. The TTK up close is insane. And like I said, the mobility is really, really good as well. So it allows you to get up close to your opponents. And for both of these loadouts, guys, on the STG, we're going for the quartermaster suppressor on the muzzle. The barrel is going to be the Hein Richter C70 long barrel. The underbarrel is, of course, going to be the Bruin heavy support grip to help control that recoil. The magazine is the 50 round drum. And then for the optic, I'm going for the Jack Glasses optic. And then for the SMG, guys, we are going for the light barrel right there, the 840 light barrel. The underbarrel is going to be the XRK Edge B4W, and then for the rear grip, it's going to be the SK24 grip, and then finally for the stock, we're going for the no stock, and that's just going to give it the absolute insane movement speed that it does have in game. Now, next up is one of the best ARs in the game, guys, and it is the BP27. When I tell you this thing doesn't move at medium to long range, it is absolutely nuts. It is such a good weapon. It's got an insane TTK. It's also got good mobility, as well as basically having no recoil, so you definitely need to try this BP27. It got a big buff in Season 5 as well, so it makes it one of the best assault rifles in the game as of right now. And I am pairing this up with the MP7, guys. The MP7 also received a massive buff in the recent update, making it absolutely insane at close range. We all know the MP7's got really nice mobility, but the TTK has definitely been improved. The damage has been improved on it, and you definitely want to try this one out if you haven't already. And if we take a look at the loadouts for both of these guys, if we look at the BP27 first, again, we're going for the quartermaster muzzle. It just takes off so much recoil on every single weapon. The barrel is going to be the Crown H3 barrel right there. The underbarrel is, of course, going to be the Bruin heavy support grip, takes off majority of the recoil once again. The magazine is going to be the 60 round mag, giving us the biggest magazine size possible, and finally giving it the Jack Glasses optic for the best optic in my opinion. And then for the MP7, guys, the class setup is once again the quartermaster suppressor. This attachment is just broken in the game right now. It is just a very, very overpowered attachment, hence why you're seeing it on a lot of the classes. The underbarrel is going to be the XRK Edge B4W hand stop. The magazine is going to be the 50 round mag. We don't go for the 60s purely because we do want that extra mobility, which is what the 50s is going to give us. The rear grip is going to be the ZLR combat grip, and then finally for the stock, we are going for the Vel collapse stock right there, guys. And then moving on to the final two guns of the video, guys, we've got the TAC Eradicator, which is a very, once again, a low recoil build, very easy to use weapon. It's an LMG, so it does have a nice magazine size. And although it does have a little bit of recoil on it, if you can control the recoil on this TAC Eradicator, it is going to drop your opponents so quickly. It's a very, very overpowered weapon. It's a very strong weapon because it is an LMG, meaning it has got a very high damage profile. And as you can see, we've got 75 rounds on it as well, giving us a nice magazine size to be able to just take opponents out of the game very, very quickly. And then I've got this paired up with the BP50 conversion kit, guys. We are building the BP50 as an SMG, so it's not going to be a long range weapon. It's not going to be used for like really long range fights, but close to medium range, this BP50 conversion kit is very, very overpowered. It's very, very strong, very powerful. And for the TAC Eradicator class, guys, once again, it's going to be the quartermaster suppressor on the muzzle. The barrel is going to be the Conqueror 70 long barrel. The underbarrel, once again, going to be the Bruin heavy support. Both of these attachments right here, the muzzle and the underbarrel, they're just going to help eliminate a lot of the recoil on majority of the classes that you are going to use. For the ammunition, we're going for the 7.62 high grain rounds. And then finally for the optic, guys, it is going to be the Jack Glasses optic. And then finally for the BP50, guys, it is the ZEM35 compensator on the muzzle. The laser is going to be the Chimera RYL33 laser. The ammunition type is going to be the 9mm high grain rounds right there to make it play like an SMG. The rear grip is going to be the TRST IV grip. And then finally, guys, we're of course putting the conversion kit on, which is what's going to make it play like an SMG in game. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have, please be sure to smash a thumbs up. Like I said, let me know what guns you're using in the comments below. Let me know what gun it is and what attachments you use, and I'll go ahead and try them out for myself. Subscribe to the channel, notifications turn off if you haven't already. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one in a bit. Peace.